We're back taking our look through the core system of ICRPG, and this time we're talking about the target, which is there's very few things more iconic to ICRPG than the target, that single all-powerful number. Now the target is what describes the difficulty of the scene, and it's used to roll against for everything. You could be attacking the fishman, roll against the target. It could be jumping from this wooden pole to this, walkway, roll against the target. It could be casting a spell from over here, roll against the target. So what you're trying to do is whatever action or check you're making, you're trying to meet or beat the target using your stats. But this target is variable. It can change to help describe the difficulty of a room. In most cases, targets fluctuate somewhere between 10 and all the way up to perhaps 18. You can go up to 20 if you really want, but that range between 10 and 18 really describes the breadth of difficulty from easy, which is a 10, all the way up to an 18, which is quite difficult. But there's also an addition to target adjustment is on the fly, you can use easy or hard. And what this is as you're thinking about what's happening in the scene, you can describe, hey, this roll in this particular case is going to be easy or hard. Alex here is fighting this fishman who's quite wounded. He's kind of flopping around, and really this fishman poses very little threat to Alex. So Alex and JD, when they're attacking this fishman, the target is going to be, we're going to move back to 12. For an easy roll, we're going to reduce the target for that one check or for that one attempt by 3. So an easy roll on a 12 target would be a 9. So Alex and JD only have to beat a 9 to attack this fishman because he's just wounded, and it's in the scene, it makes sense that it's easy. But let's say Sarah's back over here again, and she's trying to jump from here all the way to there, which is quite a distance. So the GM says, you know what, that's, even though you're quite dexterous, that's still a bit of a hard roll. It's going to be a tough thing to do. So rather than just a straight 12, the target is going to go up by 3, and now Sarah has to beat a 15 to make that jump. Otherwise, she might fall in and, be stuck in the water until she climbs back up. But that's going to be a hard attempt. So other things that could make target rolls easy is things like if you have tools to implement what you're assisting with, if you attempt something, take an action, and then you fail on that first turn, and then you do the exact same thing on the next turn, the target can become easy. If another character is assisting you, it could be easy. Maybe even if you have some loot. Things could also make things hard, like if you're pushing for extra results, like double damage, attacking multiple people in one go, it could be a hard roll. Maybe you're trying to do something extraordinary or hard to believe that could really push the limits of your abilities. That could be hard. Or if enemies come in and make things difficult with their special abilities, that could also be hard. Additionally, what could happen is the scene could change. Mid-fight or between scenes, all of a sudden we have the great boss fishmen, the Behemoth, step up. And now his mere presence raises the target up by 3. So now the base target is 15, the easy goes up to 12, and hard goes up to 18 because of how he is, just affecting the scene. So now as our crew fights and tries to survive as they're battling with the Behemoth out here on the docks, eventually perhaps they can, kill him, and once the Behemoth is gone, the target goes, back down, and things are readjusted. Or they do things that could adjust it on the fly, like, lighting the docks on fire can make it even more difficult. Or they could get some help and have the civilians help them. It could reduce the target or whatever. This target is a GM tool to easily dial in how difficult you want your scene to be. Let's go on again to effort, which is another really iconic part of ICRPG. And we'll talk about how you can make these challenges rather than binary into more of a time managing tool by using effort and extending what we see often in damage to more things than just combat.